Being Caribbean means that I am from a land of giants. I'm from a land of fighters. I'm from a land of revolutionaries.
For me, being from the Caribbean is being from a really small place, but having such massive cultural influence on the world, on music, on art.
We walk through this world with a confidence that says we are masters of our own destiny.
It's someone that is from a culture and is from a place that has been created, and I think represents something very unique in the world, somewhat of a hybrid.
I am from a land where people turn them hand and make fashion, meaning that if you throw away some oil drums, we use it and make musical instruments out of it. If you kill a goat, you give us the skin, and we're going to make a drum and beat the drum and make music from it.
I also feel like being Caribbean is shifting planes. It's something that's changing, that's morphing.
You see that uniqueness in the way that we talk, the lilt of our accents, the taste of our food, the way that we dance, the way that we speak to each other, the connections that we make as a community.
It's always trying to capture actually how we speak and how, the reality of our lives. So I think being Caribbean and being American, there's this middle ground of where I'm always trying to discover and rediscover, who I am and what that means to be of kind of two different worlds.
And it's that ability to move into any space and find elements of yourself, find people that look like you, respond to the same things as you do. I think being Caribbean is having this access to the globe and bringing part of yourself into the world, into the larger world.
And oftentimes, I don't know what it means to be Caribbean. To tell you the truth, I think sometimes what it means to be Caribbean, particularly when you're not living in the Caribbean, is sometimes hard to pin down. It's sometimes hard to really put your finger on, because you're in a space that doesn't always acknowledge your presence.
And so you find writers, storytellers, calypsonians, dancers, this creative community that takes those histories and then expresses it as Caribbean, expresses it as West Indian.
Being the son of a calypsonian and folk musician, growing up listening to the intellectual greatness of the metaphors, the double entendres, and everything else that's in Calypso, thought-provokingness, whether it be the political message or the sensual entendres, all of that embodies majority of my poetry and all of my work.
Because no matter how we dot our I's and cross our T's, eventually we're going to say them as opposed to them and that as opposed to that. And it makes us very comfortable.
And that flavor, you just don't get it anywhere else in the world.
We take it and we make something meaningful out of it. Caribbean, uniquely Caribbean.